What is up, YouTube? My name is David Lee, and you're watching AsianWithCards, and we got
Joshua Snyder.
Joshua Snyder. What deck are you running?
Frog Monarch.
Frog Monarch. Awesome. Yep. And you are the champion, obviously, right?
Yes, sir. First place.
First place. Sweet, sweet. And what did you get over here?
The Ghost Black Rose.
Ghost Black Rose, the one and only.
Yes, sir.
All right, so frogs.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything? I'm sure you got some specialty cards in here, right?
Not particularly. There's some small spice in the trap section, but not really particularly.
Awesome. Let's go through the deck.
So frogs, dupes, don't play 3, treeborns, 3 toads, 3 swaps, no unifrog, no flip flop, nothing like that. I just kept opening them and they weren't really like prevalent to the game, so I wanted more impactful cards every card I drew. I did 2 junk synchros because they're like the synchro plays. The Brio, the Yugioh, Magical Android came up quite a bit. Bringing back Dupe Frog is really good. Get the plus back on the Swap Frog. And then for the tributes, I did 2 Lads, 3 Rises, 3 Chaoses. Like I said, I just wanted to maximize on every card that I played being like impactful and being powerful. And you'll see in the spell section that like I basically wanted everything to at least 2 for 1 in the deck. So I didn't play any frog mirror matches. So I played 6 Blackwing decks. So Light and Darkness Dragon was crazy. And then Trag, Gores, and the 3 Faders. I play kind of passively, like I want my opponent to dedicate to the board so I can punish it.
So you're very meticulous in your turns.
Try to be, yeah. Like sometimes it's just swap pass.
Make the right choices, right?
A lot of times it's swap pass. So I wanted to have maximum ways to like defend myself. So that was the monsters. And then for the spells, I did MST, and Heavy, which I actually put this in this morning, and it actually came up a lot, so I'm glad I put that in. The 1-for-1,
of course.
And then I went really heavy. Brain, 2 creatures.
That is an MVP card.
3 Soul Exchange.
Yep.
And 3 enemy controller. Like I said, I just wanted to play passive and let my opponent basically
gas himself out,
resources to the board, yeah, and then just punish them from there. So that was the goal. Decks like Blackwing and stuff, they don't really like, they don't play Pot of Avarice, you know, so they don't play any way to just like recover off of consistent +1s. Like Vay's the only +1 in the deck, so I felt like I could punish card advantage pretty easily. And then for traps, I actually played Torrential, Mirror, and Dust Sheet.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just like Torrential and Mirror better than Regeki Break. And I think Dust Sheet's too good not to play. And then for the side,
the spicy traps.
Yeah, I did 2 deck devs. The mirror match is kind of rough, so whoever deck devs first kind of wins. And I didn't play it all day, so I never brought these in. Dust Tornadoes, which I brought in almost every match except for the finals against Light Swords. This was for Black Wings. I played Glads twice. I played Gladiator Beast twice, so this came in against Gladiator Beast.
That's insane.
And then it was supposed to be for Chaos Dragons, but it ended up coming in like Light Sworns. It came up a lot actually. Soul Takers. I wanted something that I could choose what I was removing, so I can move the main threat. Smashing and Fissure, people can play around them. And then also this card makes people miss timing with like Dupe Frog and Dimensional Alchemist, so I wanted to do that. And then I thought I was going to play Heroes a lot today, so I cited 2 Super Polys and never played it once. And then for the monsters, I did 3 Crows and the 2 Vanities.
Sounds like a side deck.
It was a side deck.
That's a side deck indeed. Holy cow.
And then for the synchros, well, I'll start with the fusions, obviously, since I was playing the Super Polys. And I did the Chimera. I play no Cyber Dragons, but sometimes your opponent still just leaves a Cyber Dragon there with a machine, and you can punish it because they don't think you play Cyber Dragons, or sometimes you can just make a Taster and then out there like Cyber and that was basically my Fortress was basically the one card I wanted to out, and a lot of people would leave Cyber Dragon next to Fortress thinking I didn't play Chimera Tech. So
Awesome.
And then for the 5s, I played Android and Cataster and Junk Warrior. There's like an OTK with Junk Warrior in the deck where you can swing for like 4,400 on one turn, and a lot of people they think they're safe at 4,000 or above against Frog Monarch, especially with cores, and you just stack for game there. Brio and Goyo. Brio never came up, but Goyo taking Brios came up all day. Ancient Fairy came up one time. I made Black Rose one time. And then Double Stardust, Red Dragon, Thought Ruler, and Colossal.
Awesome. Any highlights for matches you want to mention?
Highlights for matches. Yeah, I guess I'll mention my one loss to the Dimensional Glad player that opened up D-Fissure twice and Trap Dust Shoot 3 times.
We don't talk about that.
I guess we'll talk about that. And I guess I'll mention that it was crazy that this man soul recharged 3 times and missed Judgment. So,
By one card.
by one card, so.
By the grace of God. And then his mistake was Goyo Guardian and attacking, right?
Yes.
Did that matter at all? Because you still had cards to work with, or was that actually what you were needing?
It mattered big time because my life was high enough where I could have Goyo'd on a second Caius attack if I had to. But he could have swung for game without attacking with Goyo that turn. So that actually came up big, and I was hard considering not dropping Gores because I didn't think he would attack with Goyo. So I was thinking about dropping Gores on the Caius, and then he would have taken the Gores. But I kind of played kind of aggressive, thinking that he was going to go for the Goyo, and he did, and luckily it played out for me. So.
Yeah, and especially that Honest, you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, when he summoned Honest, bro, I thought he was going to creature swap me. I was like, oh my god, this is my thing. Like,
that's my move.
When there's an Honest in the grave, something's happening. So.
Absolutely. Okay, well, is there anyone else you want to thank?
Yeah, thank Underground Games. Thank you, Jeremy, for judging. And thank you for all my friends that tested with me. Marcus for letting me borrow the Threatening Roars. And that's about it.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys soon.